Ty entered into mansion at late night. Nancy didn't let him to come as she wanted to spend entire day with him. He has waited for Jack's reply for his message, but he didn't reply as Ty tried many times to contact him. But Nancy switched off his phone, saying that Jack doesn't want to disturb their moments. When "Hey chunky monkey, come out. I am already angry with you. Yesterday I was not at home. Today I have come here to meet you, but you were enjoying entire day with Ty, you idiot." She started to scream as Ty confusedly looking at her. When, "Oh, someone is scared to face me. Do not hide behind Taeyong. No one can help you today," she added while keeping her hand on her hips. "Ty, Wayne, what are you doing? Bunny is not with me. He might be in his room. Let's go." "Wayne, OMG, you are lying to me. Do not team up with that monkey. I am not a fool. Come out." Jimin and Jin stepped out from the kitchen with hot chicken fried bread. "Ty, he is not with me. He went to meet Rose," narrowing his eyes. Jimin, "Rose? But we are supposed to meet her tomorrow. Where is Cookie?" "Ty, please stop joking around me. I know he is at home because he left around 2:30 to meet Rose." "Wayne, are you serious, Jimin? His phone is not reachable and your phone is switched off. We have called many times." Worried face. Jin and Jimin started to panic as Jack is actually not with him. Jimin, "Wait, I will call to Rose." He ran towards his room to get his phone as he instructed Wayne to inform Mrs. Kim, Suga and RM. Ty fell on the couch effortlessly as many thoughts roamed around his head. He nervously bit his lips and helplessly looked at Mrs. Kim. "Mrs. Kim, Ty, he has with you, right? Suddenly, how comes he went to Rose alone?" "Ty, Yuma, we had lunch with Nancy and at the end he said he wants to meet Rose as he left hurriedly. For the first time his heart is beating hardly with fear." "I am confused, Nancy. Your art school friend?" "Sugar, but why Nancy in your lunch date?" Questioned with a serious look as Ty looks down. "Ty, actually, I have invited her to lunch because I wanted to introduce her to Bunny." He looked up to see all are looking at him with questionable eyes. He turned around to Mrs. Kim and said, "Ty, I wanted to introduce Nancy as my girlfriend to Bunny." "Aaron, do you have a girlfriend?" Raising his eyebrows as Ty nodded his head nervously. Now picture is clear to everyone. Situation is complicated than they have imagined. Jimin, who is coming down with tearful eyes, frozen his position with the shocking truth. He knows that Cookie was going to express his feeling to Ty. He knows that Jack was excited to be with Ty. He knows that Jack cannot live without Ty. He knows that Jack loves Ty more than anything and anyone. And after Ty's revelation, what has happened? Where is Cookie? Jimin ran towards Jin, who is now throwing angry glare at Ty. Ty got panic with Jimin's behavior as he hurriedly stepped towards Jimin and Jin. "Ty, Bunny is with Rose, right? I am going to pick up Bunny." Jimin stared the location quickly, said Ty worriedly as Jimin started to cry. "Mrs. Kim, why are you crying?" "Jimin, my baby is with Rose, right?" RM and Suga standing near Mrs. Kim helplessly as no, something is wrong with Jimin's behavior. Jimin, no, he is not. He didn't meet Rose today." Where is our cookie? I am not getting any positive vibes. Auntie wiping out her tears. Tai, Bunny, my aunt Bunny is fine. Nothing will happen to him. He might have visited few college friends. All is okay. He restless. Tai turned to Arim and asked him to accompany with him to find his bunny. Tai, Jimin, have you called others? Panicked Tai as Jimin nodded while keeping his phone aside. Jimin, I have called Rose and others too. They do not know anything about Cookie, and Rose was clueless as we planned to meet tomorrow and not today. Cookie never ever going to meet friends without me. I am sure that are just an excuse to escape from the situation. I know him very well. Tai, confusion to accept. I do not cannot understand. Jimin, actually, that was to plan your birthday surprise, and he is not lying to me. I know my bunny better than anyone. Jimin looks down as he knows his birthday is on next month, and it has more than 30 days. Jimin, no, you do not. This situation might be different if you know he is feeling better than anyone, whispered in low voice. He does not want to add complication to current mess. Tai, where is my bunny? I cannot wait for any tracking detail. I will die if I stay any longer without doing anything, covering his face with palm. Tai, I am going. When you stop, he holds his hand while controlling her anger by biting her lower lip. When we will find Cookie, why are you bothering about him? Do not forget that you have dumped your best friend because of your newly found girlfriend. Detour as imagining how bad he was broken Zeke's heart by introducing another girl as his girlfriend. Tai, and shut up, he screamed with tearful eyes. Tai, he is not just a best friend for me, he is my life, and no one is important to me than my bunny. How could you say something like that to me? How could you? When do not forget, young, that you have spent the entire evening romantically when Cookie is struggling in somewhere else. I am sure you might have forgetting about there's someone called Bunny. She regrets all the things that she has split right now due to her anger. But when imagining and thinking about Cookie, each and every word is justifiable. Tai lowered his head as feeling his heart is racing and beating hardly. He has failed as a best friend. Because of him, Barney is suffering and he does not know how to find his bunny. He has never felt this much pain suffocating around him. His own sister accused him that he forget about his bunny. Is that possible? He may be able to forget about himself, but not his bunny. He knows that how many times he called back to Bunny, even though he was physically being with Nancy. His heart was full of Bunny's thought. Time to time he checked his phone as Nancy switched off his phone, blaming him for running their date. She told that Bunny will directly to go home as he does not want to disturb them, but he shouted at her and again switched on his phone to call Bunny, but it again went to switched off mode because of low bitrate level. RMON, stop this, we need to find Cookie fast. Instructing Sugar to track his last location. Mrs. Kim turns out to tie into herself and cupped his face to wipe out tears. Mrs. Kim, do not. Tai started to sobbing and helplessly looks at Mrs. Kim. Tayuma, Bunny, I never abandoning my bunny, keeping his head on her shoulder. Tayuma, do not worry, nothing will happen to my bunny. To console himself for more than Mrs. Kim. Tai, I cannot live without my bunny. Yuma, I cannot. Looking at Mrs. Kim, Tai, I am going to find my bunny. I cannot wait for any tracking details. Hurriedly ran towards Suga and RM, who was discussing over something hurriedly. Tai, young, I cannot wait anymore. I will find my bunny. Suga. Tai, wait, we will come with you. Suga and RM agreed to come with Tai as they will get track details as soon as possible. Suddenly, Tai screamed by looking at the front door.